but then I also feel like I look like, I don't know, like a man from the 90s. Like,
maybe that's why I think you look so good.
Jay-Z and Ray, just wondering.
Welcome back to Just Wondering podcast, where we will surprise each other with whatever topics come to mind. We literally know nothing and have made a rule to never research before recording. So buckle up.
we're your hosts. I'm Jones.
And I'm Ray. Today's episode is going to be the second part in our 3-episode mini-series about why the young folk are telling us we can't do things anymore.
And today I'm just wondering why we're not allowed to have side parts anymore.
I don't usually have a part at all because I don't wear my hair down.
Very true. I obviously have a side part, and like when I look at myself in the mirror, it doesn't feel like it's this far over, but every time I watch us in this, I'm like, why is the part all the way at my ear? Like it feels like it's down here.
You know why we part our hair so far to the side is because we grew up in the emo era. Because I feel like
probably.
anyone I know that listened to like emo music and like was into that scene has like the most severe side part, and it's because we just covered our faces.
Like my sister's been trying to get me to have a middle part for a couple years now. Might be at least a year. Like a year she's been telling me that. And I just don't understand. I'm like, my hair doesn't part in the middle. Like, it's not natural. Last time I got my hair cut, she said, how do you part your hair? I said, I just let it fall where it goes. And she said, no one's hair naturally parts to the side. And I said, okay, well then part it down the middle and cut it then. I don't care. Like, we'll see. And she was like, oh, your hair actually does part to the side. It's like, I thought so.
In what world would every single person have the exact same middle part naturally? No, people's heads are different shapes. Like, I could have easily told you that. If I wash my hair and just like shake it out and let it dry, my hair slightly parts to the right. Because I also grew up in the emo era. I would intentionally part my hair very far to the side.
Maybe she meant like people's hair doesn't naturally part like this far. But I also feel like that's not true. Like, I feel like this is just how my hair falls.
Do you remember the zigzag part?
Yeah, I obviously never did that.
But you remember it being a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if I could do that.
I feel like if I did it, it would make my scalp hurt because my hair's never done that. That's the other thing. When you change your part, it hurts.
It does, because your hair's not used to falling that way.
My hair hurts if I leave it down because it's like always up. Other people have like usually the opposite, where when they wear their hair up, then it makes their scalp hurt. And also my hair grows upward. If I had short hair, I wouldn't have a part because my hair goes straight up until it's like 4 inches long or longer, and then it will finally listen to gravity.
Oh, you don't have a part in your hair because you have bangs, and I thought you just had a part this way, but you had to remind me that it's still parts to fall. It doesn't just go back.
Yeah, it's not like some is forward and some is back. It's like some is forward and then the rest is to the sides, which I think bangs are very weird. And I did it because they look good on me, but not because I agree with them as a thing. Because
I don't like bangs.
I think it's very weird. Like, you just, like, unless you have a bad forehead, then it's functional and I understand it. But if you just go like this, right, and then the rest of your hair is like this, like, it's very weird.
Not a fan. You will not catch me with bangs. Yeah, I've been trying to do a middle part. I've tried a lot of different things. I just wanted to see. I was like, does it look good? Like, should I be doing this? When I do it, I like go up this part, and then I'm like, but now it doesn't even look like it's in the center because I'm so used to it not being there.
I was wondering if you would show me a quick demonstration.
Okay, so I'm just ready. I bought this so that I could braid my hair. And do you remember I tried to braid my hair and I thought I parted it down the middle, and you were like, that is not the middle.
No, you had a cornrow going down the middle. If I braid my hair, I do part it straight down the middle.
This is how I usually.
And I use a pencil instead of a comb. That's not in the middle. Keep going.
I just feel like this isn't.
Keep going.
What?
It's not the middle yet. It's still on the side. It's just now on this side of your eye instead of this side of your eye.
What? See, I don't know where the middle is.
Well, that's a different problem entirely. Yeah, you're getting closer. What? I like that it's like, it has so much more volume on that side because it's like.
I know.
It's resisting.
Oh, no, it doesn't like it. no, this is just not.
It doesn't look bad.
I mean, it doesn't look good.
It looks better on the side. I think it would look better if it was the same volume on both sides of your head.
I tried that. So I tried to blow dry it and straighten it with the middle part so that it would be the same, and it doesn't.
Did you try wearing a toque for a little while? Because that's what I do to flatten my hair. Because my hair, as I just said, it grows straight upwards.
Okay. Do you think that if I did that now for like the next 10 minutes, it would do anything?
I'm not sure how long it takes your hair to set.
I just feel like if I part my hair down the middle, then I have to keep my hair behind my ears. But then I also feel like I look like, I don't know, like a man from the 90s. Like,
maybe that's why I think you look so good.
I don't like this. I don't like looking at myself like this. Oh yeah, that hurt my hair. Look, it's so much better.
It looks
Hey,
really
look at
good
me,
now.
side part Jones. When I was trying to part it down the middle, I have so many like baby crazy hairs, probably because I burnt them all off on the barbecue twice. So they're just like, they go even more crazy than normal.
Why can't we have a side part? Like, what do they say about it? What are they saying to persuade us to change to a middle part?
The only thing I've heard is them say that everybody looks better with a middle part than a side part, and side parts are immature. But I don't really understand what that means. And if you have pigtails, like I'm talking like, not necessarily like braids, but like pigtails. And probably if you have pigtails like that, you have a middle part. So like to me, a middle part seems more juvenile. And also like when we were younger, middle parts were not cool. The only person who was allowed to have a middle part was Avril Lavigne and like maybe Kid Rock.
They have the same hair.
You know how there was the conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a doppelganger? The doppelganger was Kid Rock.
But that doesn't make sense to say that it's immature if they're telling the older generation that they have to change their hairstyle. Because wouldn't you then think that means that the side part is mature?
I don't know. That's a great question. And I honestly really don't know the answer.
I think I read something like it's a signal that you're a geriatric. Like you're so old if you have a side part that you're like basically like a senior.
Oh, well, that's factually incorrect. So I know I'm not a geriatric because if I was, then I would get discounts places.
I know I'm not because then I could get vaccinated for COVID-19.
Yes, very true. I don't know why it's so hated.
Yeah, I think that both hairstyles look good on different people. In addition to like bangs do look good on some people. And I think that I never really thought of like hairstyles as being like fashionable. I thought it was just you cut your hair and style your hair the way that looks best on you as far as you know, because sometimes people like don't do a good job on their hair, which is fine, but like they probably just don't know what to do that would make it any better, so they just go with like what's easier or whatever. What about a pixie cut? Like, is that okay? Like, what about like anything?
I don't know. I think bobs are in right now. I don't know. I could have made that up.
Like, I would like a perm to come back. Perms could come back in my opinion. I'd be on board with that.
Yeah, you look really good with a perm.
Thank you.
I'd love to see you with a long hair perm.
I just don't want to deal with the damaged hair, to be honest. Like, I had my hair so bleached for a while there, and so my hair's already in bad shape, to now perm it. I'm like,
maybe one day. I just find people are so passionate about it. They're so passionate about middle parts being a thing, and I just don't understand why. I'm like, if you want a middle part, have a middle part. And some people look really good with a middle part. Some people do not.
Is it like veganism? Like, once you like become a vegan, you tell everyone else they have to be a vegan, and like once you go to a middle part, then you need to tell everyone else that like that's just like the way to do it, and you should only have a middle part?
I wonder. I don't know. We'll do a poll. But then it's like, do they want everyone to have a middle part or just people with long hair? Because a lot of people with short hair will comb it over from one side. People who have like fades where it's like longer on the top and shorter on the sides.
Yeah.
And then it's like sort of combed over.
Yeah.
If they had a middle part, that would probably look really dumb.
It would look like Heath Ledger in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah. Or it would just look like a mushroom cut even.
Yeah, depending on the length. Yeah, if it was like a bit longer, like to the ears, then it'd be like Heath Ledger. But if it's up to here, then definitely a mushroom cut. I recently asked my neighbor, can I give you a mushroom cut? And he said, absolutely not. No, not going for that. And I said, if you let me give you a mushroom cut, I'll let you give me a mushroom cut. And I thought that was a really good deal. And he was like, no, that's even worse. Like, absolutely not. I'm like, how cute would we be if we had little matching mushroom cuts? And he's like, no, stop suggesting it. It's not happening. Okay.
You could get mushroom cuts and then go on a mushroom trip, and that could be really fun.
That would be such a great story to tell people.
Yeah. I'm not sure that many people look that good with a mushroom cut.
I'm like almost certain I would not look good, but I would absolutely follow through on that.
You would. You would definitely have the most triangle head of all time.
I would.
Because it would go like this. Might even have like an M.
Look like Toad.
Yeah, you would. If you ever decide to cut your hair off, you should try it. I will not be getting a mushroom cut. I once cut my hair to like here when I was a kid. My mom always says it was a mushroom cut, but I was like, it was below my ear, so it's not a mushroom cut. And it looked absolutely terrible. And then I've also had bangs as a kid, and I sweat too much, so they would just be like.
I almost feel like the only reason to ever have bangs is if you have a mushroom cut, because then it just goes all the way around, which makes more sense than just here and then straight down.
But maybe you guys could let us know why we're not supposed to have side parts anymore. Like, what is so bad about a side part? Why do these kids hate it so much? So I really don't think it's something I can part with. We already good one. Yeah, we've decided we're not getting rid of skinny jeans. It doesn't mean we won't wear other types of pants, but skinny jeans are not going away.
Correct.
Side parts are not going away either, at least for me. I think you could have a middle part pretty easy, because I think when your hair parts to the side, it is pretty centered. Like, you're not all the way at your earlobe like I am.
Yeah, it's not going to be a huge difference. We'll figure that out when the bangs grow out.
Are you growing your bangs out?
I'm growing them out because, as you just said, when you get sweaty, they stick down to your forehead and it's gross, and summer's coming and I sweat, so.
Let us know if you have a side part or a middle part or no part. Does your hair just go back or up? Do you want to change your part and you just can't? If a middle part looked good, I might do it. Let us know. Do you feel very strongly about either?
Jones, what are you drinking?
Today I'm drinking beer that you gave me. It's called Alpine Electric. It's a dry hop saison, and it's from Elora Brewery, which is my favorite brewery. What are you drinking?
Today I'm drinking Lodestar with cranberry and orange. It is a sour, also from Elora Brewery.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let us know what you think. We want to hear from you. I mean, you can send us a voice memo too if you want. That can be done through email at justwonderingpodcast.ray@gmail.com. You can DM us on Instagram at just.wondering.podcast, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do it.
Peace.
Bye.
I just imagine someone with a comb over trying to do a middle part, because it would just be like not a comb over at all.